You know what time it is. We are back. We're about to watch platonic best friends get brutally honest on split decision. So let's get into it.
I don't want to make it weird, but you are a pretty girl and I do like you.
But you guys never kiss,
No.
so you don't actually know.
Technically, no. Kiss
Not
Hello, and welcome back to
That's already an insane intro, right? Very, very insane intro.
Split Decision. I'm your host, CANT Takahashi. Today, we have to answer the ultimate philosophical question. Can men and women really be just friends? All right, everybody.
It's a good question.
Tell your best friend how you truly feel. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Somebody on here is probably gonna admit that they like their friend, and it's gonna go horribly wrong. We already know that. It's gonna go terrible.
Let's do this. The first prompt is, I've had feelings for my best friend. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody, go ahead and turn around.
Oh my god.
Wow, this is interesting. For the most part, we all agree, except Nina, you're standing on yes.
So this was back when we first met, and I cannot regulate my emotions, and I was like, Ari, like, we spent so much time together, he's so charismatic, he like writes songs, and we hooked up, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I really, really like him. And then there was a day when I was like in a funk, because I was like, this man does not like me. And I was like, I gotta go to the beach. I'm leaving.
They were best friends and they hooked up. They were best friends and they hooked up. They was best friends and they hooked up. They would look. That's some people's bag right there.
And he's like, okay, just wait till I'm done with work. Like, I'm gonna get this stuff done and then I'll go with you. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm waiting around. It's like 5 p.m. by this time. And I'm like, the sun's going down. I missed my beach day. It's your fault. And I was like, I'm leaving. And he goes, wait, like I'm writing a song and I just wanted to play it for you. And in my head,
He knew what he was doing, boys. He knew what he was doing. He was into her. He wanted to see what it was about. And once he seen what it was about, my boy said, back out. For me, he had to back out of there. That's a little insane. But I mean, can men and women just be friends? The world may never know.
my little Delulu head, I was like, it's gonna be about me. And I'm like, oh my God, like, okay. And I'm sitting there and he starts singing me this song about how he perceives himself. And
Yo, gang really locked that in.
that was great. And then I went and I wrote a song about how he will never write a song about me. And then I got over it.
Sometimes I can weaponize obliviousness and pretend like I don't know what's going on, just so I don't have to like have conversations that I don't feel like doing.
But how many times did you guys sleep together?
Twice.
So twice. And during that time, were you aware that she had feelings for you?
No, honestly, no.
You had no idea.
I had no idea. I
Ari
really
is
thought-
not.
Boys, do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that he didn't know she had feelings for him? Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that? Look at his face. He knew. He knew. He knew.
Not someone that connects sex with feelings, at least immediately. You've told me that verbatim, so don't try to lie on me.
He knew.
So you really had no idea, though? You couldn't feel it?
I thought she was just like super horny, you know, and like I mean like, and like.
Oh, wow.
Because I mean,
You
like,
never said anything like, I really
No,
like
of
you,
course not.
or there's nothing
No,
like that?
I would rather just like let it all unfold and not say anything. So.
So Abdullah and Kendall, you both say yes.
Yes. Okay, so year 3 of our friendship, we went on like a mock day. Obviously, we've been best friends for 3 years now. And I don't want to make it weird, but you are a pretty girl and I do like you.
I think like the
They've been best friends for 7 years. At year 3, they went on a mock date. They both said yes that they had feelings for each other. But they were both just too nervous to act on it. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Can you have female acquaintances? I think so. Can you go out for a night with a group of friends, and like they be men and women and have drinks and have a good time? I think you could do that. But if you're spending ample amounts of time with people like that, like with the opposite gender, I think someone will develop feelings at some point by mistake or something, right? Like, it's just something that could happen for real. So it's like a little insane they both said yes, but they never tried to explore that.
bottom line is that we value our friendship so much that we would never want a relationship to get in the way. But I will say, I have tried to like test the waters.
Test the waters?
Yeah. One of the last times I was in LA, I joked, I was like, what if we just kiss and just like got it out of the way?
It's gonna be weird, like for me, like if I overthink this, I'm like, anything to me, if I overthink about this, I'm like, I shouldn't do it.
So then I waited to the last minute, or no, you did. You waited to the last minute in the airport. I'm like, so are we gonna kiss or what? Like, I'm going on that plane.
I was like, am I gonna let my best friend go 2,000 miles away? And like, when am I gonna see her next? Yeah. We had that one kiss and I'm like, well, you're gone. It's gonna leave me wondering so many things. I was like, move to LA. And like, once you have a permanent solution in this city, then we can like test the waters.
No, maybe not.
Maybe
You
not
lost your
anymore,
chance,
but-
man.
Oh, she said you lost.
Damn.
It. That was a chance.
The door has.
All right. Huh? What am I downloading? Move. All right. I don't think he lost his chance. If they're on here having this conversation, this right here is a chance. After this video, it's a chance. I'm actually fully invested. I want to know what happens with all these people that said yes. Show me. We will check the comments and see.
Well, I'm curious, what do you think would have happened if he did kiss you?
Honestly, I don't know. I go back and forth because I'm like, I can sort of tell that I'm attracted to someone when I kiss them. And if it works, it works. So like, you can't get rid of that. You can't not see that or feel it.
You would feel it right away if it was right.
Exactly. And that's what I was hoping to like get.
You have never kissed or never kissed?
No.
So you don't actually know?
No.
Technically, no. Kiss
Not
right.
Maybe we'll put a pin in that. So you both had feelings for each other as well, Marianne and Jay.
It was kind of more of like a passing thought because the synergy was so great. And I never experienced that, you know, with other people, like with other friendships.
When I first met her, I saw her on Zoom in a work meeting. And I was just texting all my friends. I was like, oh, this Asian girl's hot. Who is this? And then there was this, there were passing thoughts, like she mentioned, but I think she was really good at setting up that boundary and making me know with her actions that it wasn't going to be anything more. Because I like to test the waters with all of my girlfriends.
How would you test the waters?
On my birthday.
You heard what he said though? I like to test the water with all of my girlfriends. So when your boyfriend say, hey, I think your male best friend's into you, he might not be wrong. Like, sometimes they be right. You never know. But this shows you some people really be in that bag. They really be like, yeah, she's baddie. She's a baddie. That's my bestie. That's my bestie. Feel me? You never know.
We went to Newport and rented out this penthouse, and we were just friends. Nothing happened, but it was close to something happening. She would text her boyfriend, and she would say, "Oh, we're having a party."
Text her boyfriend, say, oh, we're having a party, but she's in a penthouse with her male friend where something almost happened. You can't make this shit up, brother.
And she made it sound like there was more people, but it's not really. It was just the two of us. But she was also really good at bringing in her boyfriend, now fiance, into the picture. So that was one thing that I noticed, was that when we would talk, her fiance would be there too. And it was fast right away, because with my other friends that were girls, they wouldn't bring in their significant others, and I always thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of taboo to like say that, right? But I feel like it's good to be real. Where when I met NJ, I already was dating someone. When there's an attraction there, it doesn't always have to go to the next level. There's just an
Which is
attraction
true.
to that person.
That's true.
And then you have that choice to either continue, you know, that curiosity, or put a boundary on it. So it's a help.
But it's insane because what if her fiance watches this video? Right? Like, what if her fiance watches this video? That's gonna turn into something else. Like, you made it seem like nothing was happening, but if the fiance sees this, he might have some feelings about that.
Healthy relationship.
Does anyone else think that it's really important to set, very clear boundaries in a male-female best friend relationships?
I do.
You didn't say that yesterday.
Oh, what happened yesterday?
She liked this guy, and he was really toxic. So we were sitting at a brunch table, and I'm like, well, what's his name? And then she's like spelling it out and have her phone. And I'm like, let me just unfollow him on Instagram. And I did it. I was like, you know what? We talked about me unfollowing him for her for a very long time. I guess it just caught her off surprise.
Do you think he butts into your love life because maybe he has feelings for you?
To be honest, sometimes I do think that. I think that he hates everyone that I have,
I don't
been
hate
with.
everyone. I just think that the people, unfortunately, she tends to go for are really bad for her. And she realizes that, like, in a couple months, she will realize, because I know I'm right.
Do you think she should date someone more like you?
I think she should date someone who respects her and who doesn't f around with her like her previous.
Like you?
Like you?
Oh. Well, I don't f around with
Like
her
if it was someone
that,
exactly
though.
like you,
So
would you
maybe,
approve of that
it
maybe
makes
person?
because
sense.
I think I'm a
Makes
really
sense.
good
Someone that
person.
looks
So I'm like,
exactly
why not?
like
Yeah.
you.
Why
someone
not?
like me.
Why not date someone like him or him?
Or him.
Or him. All right, so step forward.
Not again. We're not doing this.
Well, I am curious though. I feel like most people, they don't think that it's possible, right? Best friend, guys, girls, you can do it. You two are the only ones that have never had feelings at all. Everyone else has. Can you speak on that really fast?
Well, I'm lucky because Nick never tries anything, but I think that's what makes
Dylan.
our friendship so great. Because we've never hooked up, never had feelings for each other. Because I think we have like a mutual respect, and we have boundaries that we've set, but also boundaries that are unspoken because we respect each other.
Can I ask, what if he did?
That's a good question. Because I feel like if he tried and she's single, be
Try
on.
something? Because he said he never tried something. What if he did try something?
Oh, he'd absolutely get socked in the face for
Oh,
sure.
I'm so
Get
afraid.
socked
in the face.
I think because at the time when we became friends, I was in that messy ass relationship, and so by the time like I came out of that, like me and Lex had already been friends for like 2-3 years. So like maybe, but I think by that time I knew too much about her, and like I love you, like don't get me wrong, I love you to death, but I would not date you.
Yeah.
I'm really anxious. I could really use a hug right now.
I got you.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, bestie.
The next prompt is, my best friend has a toxic personality trait. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around. All right, NJ, let's start with you. What's her toxic personality trait?
So there's two that come to mind
shit,
right
you
now.
More than one?
Two. Well, one is I think you're too nice for your own good.
Okay.
The second is you don't have a sense of time.
Oh, bro, that's right.
You do not have a sense of time.
So true.
How can we had 10 minutes
I know.
and then let me take a shower and do my hair.
Well, what's NJ's toxic personality trait?
His anger. We have identified it with like 3 levels. There's 3 levels of anger to NJ.
You're gonna talk about the levels, okay?
There's like, like his intensity of anger at level 1 is just pretty, it's like my level 3, so it's just really intense. And then the second level is like when he starts insulting people, just like when them as a person. And then the third level is like he starts insulting that person and their family members.
Their family.
I'm not gonna lie, she kind of did gang dirty putting his business out there like that. His anger, he's angry.
Like their cousins and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, deep like
Yeah, no one is safe.
families that you haven't
When
spoken to
NJ's
in
at
years.
level 3, nobody is safe.
Fair enough. Okay, awesome. Kendall, what's Abdullah's?
Well, I know there's a certain word that he knows really well. You're a gaslighter.
Gaslighter.
But the truth is I have embraced it because I think it's hilarious.
Can you give us one example?
Oof.
Like that.
I know exactly what I gaslit her about.
Okay, why don't you share it with us?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you share it.
So basically, for 2 years, we decided that we're gonna be roommates.
That one.
And I do come from a really conservative family, so I was like, are my really conservative Muslim parents going to accept that I'm living with a girl? And we were planning, we were like, we're gonna get this, and then like, I was like, oops, I gotta go.
And this didn't bother you, or
Well,
how was
I-
your
Well,
reaction
she
to
wasn't
it?
moving here
I
anyway.
wasn't-
She's from
I was
Minnesota,
like-
so I was like, when
so-
are you gonna move here?
So part of me was like okay with like the fact that like it wasn't set in stone, but then when I'm like after those 2 years, like when I was like, oh wait, let's officially do this, then he backs out, and I was like really hurt. I was really hurt.
It was a phase we had to go through.
So you both say the other person has a toxic personality trait. Who wants to go first?
I think that at times you can be emotionally unavailable, especially with.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The way he's dressed, he should be so emotionally available that you don't want to hear his emotions no more. Like, he looked like he would share all his emotions with you. He's writing songs. Those emotions should be shared. You feel me? Like,
With the women in your life. That and I think sometimes your big party mentality can kind of get the better of you. Like it's, every night and it's a lot. And I'm 21, so I'm like, I'm for it. I'm with you, but it can be a lot.
Is there an issue with it that he parties every night?
It's not good for you, but yeah. It's like more for yourself than like affecting other people, Yeah.
This is a
Something you
sweetheart.
do that
She
is
cares about him.
extremely Toxic is you usually go through life, and this is usually romantic, but I'm sure it's happened platonically too. And you take men and you run them into the ground, and then you leave them behind. And you don't even think about them. And listen, there are so many men that you do that to that you're like, honestly, those guys, they don't deserve it. Yeah, so what? Like at the same time, like there's gonna be people that are very nice people in your life that you're gonna be hitching your little ass to, and then eventually, like, you're gonna be done with them, and that's gonna be a pretty big hole. And I'm not saying not even emotionally for you, but like socially, you know what I'm saying? Especially as those boys get a little bit closer to the people that we hang out with. You know what I mean? It's gonna leave a little bit of a crater in there, So
damn, they really going after each other in this. This is juicy.
When you say run them into the ground, what do
Just
you mean
sissy.
by that exactly?
I mean, like, this guy's super into her, and she'll be right there. She will accept his flights to to Texas. She'll jump in,
like making him think that she's in love with him.
Oh, yeah, in ways like that.
I get the ick.
That's fair.
That's pretty fair, bro.
That's fair.
This is a question for all the ladies. How does your best friend treat women? You look like you're ready. You're like, oh my God, I can't wait to share.
Nick treats women very well, I would say. I think he's the best guy I know. And he was the one that cried during the Barbie movie. And I think he's Alan. But he
Alan?
pretends he's not, but he's an Alan for sure.
Is that a
My
compliment?
boy cried at the Barbie movie. What was there to cry about in the Barbie movie? Like, someone in the comments let me know. What was there to cry about in the Barbie movie? That's like actually insane. What are you crying about in the Barbie movie? Of all movies, Barbie?
To be Alan?
Yeah.
You need to watch Barbie.
I've seen Barbie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alan. Yeah. Okay. The next prompt is, my significant other has felt jealous of my best friend. Make your split decisions in 3.
We both know there's going to be a lot of yeses on this one, right? Because this is a real life thing.
3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, you know what? Nina, let's start with you.
So, I'm not in a relationship currently, but the one I was in before, we were long distance. So seeing me spend time with Ari like every day was obviously just like not great for him to see, and he would make little comments here and there, But you know, you can always sense the
There's no for you. Y'all hooked up twice. So you got to give that man some leeway. Y'all did hook up twice. So, of course, and even if you didn't know that, of course, he's going to still feel some type of way. And if you told him, it's over with.
jealousy.
Yeah, we should have been here. What was that? Should have been here then.
Do you not like her significant other?
He was a bore. Just because he can play guitar really well, that doesn't make you an interesting person.
For a while, I had to tell my ex. I'd be like,
Yes.
I think Ari's gay, so like I wouldn't worry about it. I genuinely.
Saying that he's gay after hooking up with him twice to your boyfriend is devious work. Can men and women really be friends?
Did think for a while when I first met Ari that he was not straight. He was wearing this like see-through shirt, and
So
I was
I'm
like,
gay, right?
fruity.
Did you know that she was telling her boyfriend at the time that you were gay?
She told me because he was visiting, and she was like, "Oh my God, he's coming, and he thinks you're gay."
Have to like act more
So, like,
gay, or what did you do?
She was like drumming out more.
Be yourself, but more of yourself.
All right, well, so your significant other got jealous, huh?
So during the pandemic, I was talking to a guy like around January and February. Oh, and also another guy. I would talk about, you know, Abdullah and how he's my best friend. And one of them was like, oh, like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like a male best friend. Like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I don't know. It seemed like it was a problem for him. I couldn't really talk about you after that.
All right, and you both say yes.
So like for example, in the last like long-term relationship that I had, she was jealous of Lexi the entire time. The girl I was seeing at the time, she had come over and she brought one of her pillows over, and she had left it. And then a couple days later, Lexi had come over and just because me like being me, I can see why people would think that like, oh, like something might be going on because like I'm just hanging out with Lexi and our other female friend alone in my room, like who knows what's going on? Nothing. But then I put like a picture on my Instagram story, and they were just like in my room, and she was hugging the significant other's pillow. She saw it, and she was like, tell that to put my pillow down. I thought she was joking because I was like, there's no way anyone would be that mad about a pillow. I was wrong. And we all worked together.
Yeah.
So, so she went to work after that, and there was like weird tension, and I went to
No, she
work.
did not talk to
Yeah,
me.
she
and I
didn't
was like,
talk to
what
her.
the
And I was like, oh, that's weird, you know, maybe, you know, whatever. And then I went into work, and then I figured out, oh no, she's like real life mad.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a thing.
Okay, the next prompt is,
Would y'all be mad about that though? If you left your pillow at your man's house, and then he's hanging out with his female best friend or best friends, and he takes a picture with them, and she's hugging and cuddling your pillow? Would y'all be mad about that, ladies? Let me know in the comments. I really want to know the answer because I feel like I could see why the girlfriend would be mad about that. I could understand, you know?
I keep giving my best friend the same advice, but they never listen.
There should be a lot of yeses
Make
for
your
this.
split decisions in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around.
Really?
Okay, Nick, why don't you go ahead and
You said we can curse, right?
we can curse.
Oh,
You need to stop letting these ancient motherfuckers back in your life.
oh, oh, wow.
She forgives them all the goddamn time, and it's annoying. And like, I love you. Don't get me wrong. Like, you can come to me. Don't feel safe. But like, I'm gonna keep telling you, drop them.
Man, they bring us entertainment.
No, they don't.
I think,
Neither of us are entertained.
I
You're
think
crying, and I'm upset.
He said nobody wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abdullah.
I genuinely love Kendall so much, and I just want the best for you. Like, I want the best person for you. And as he said, like, you're upset. I mean, you're crying and I'm upset. And like, she's telling me all of this, and I'm like, well, why do you do this? Like, stop putting yourself through the same situation over and over and over again. Like, when will you learn? So it's just like my hope is that she decides to be with someone that treats her in the best way possible.
I think the person that you are currently sleeping with, you need to tell her how you feel and like ask her what she wants and make clear what you want, because both of you are not talking about it, and it's gonna make things messy.
Yeah. You've said it before.
Gang was like, yeah, but I don't really want to do that.
Next prompt is, I've considered ending our friendship. Make your split decisions in 3, 2.
Ooh, do you think there's gonna be yeses here? Do y'all think there's gonna be yeses here? That would be crazy. Like, I thought about ending our friendship. And then they have to explain why.
Okay, go ahead and turn around. NJ is the
Levels,
only one.
He did actually.
I did end
He
it.
did end
I
it.
did end our friendship
like a good month.
for 5 weeks.
Okay.
I timed it. So there was this one time where I felt like Marianne was taking someone else's side, and I typically wouldn't get too mad about it, but I didn't like that person at all. And I complained to Marianne, but this person also complains to her. But when he complained to her, she was totally fine. But when I complained to her about this person, she said, I'm trying to protect my energy right now. And I understand it now, but back then I was, no, dude. I was really mad. And so I didn't even say anything. I just unfollowed her on social media, and then I left all of our group chats.
Wow.
That was
And
level 3.
I was just
Total
totally done.
cut off.
I would complain.
But the whole thing is, right, you're trying to protect your energy from him specifically, because if two people complain to you and you listen to the other one, but you didn't listen to your best friend, isn't that kind of like fucked up? Because you could still be there for your friend and protect your energy. But since we don't know the details of the situation, it does make it harder to understand that.
To someone else about Marianne, and then this person told Marianne all the expletives that I would say, and I guess I found out after when we made up that she was told about the things that I said, and I felt really bad. And so when we finally started talking, and we had our, I guess our like makeup conversation.
Yeah. Our
Right?
apology session.
Yeah, our apology
Yeah.
sessions, and she started crying. It was one of the toughest things that I've had to see.
What was the toughest thing?
To see my best friend crying and knowing that I was the person that caused that.
All right, everybody. The next prompt is, I would have casual sex with my best friend if they were down.
Sensational.
Let's see who says yes.
Okay, go ahead and make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. Be honest. All right, everybody, are you ready for the big reveal? Go ahead and turn around.
That's funny. Only the dude who did have sex with her said yeah, but I mean, he's experienced it, so he knows that he likes it, so of course he's gonna say yeah, right?
All right. All right, you're the only one, huh?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah?
so, man. Casual sex. I mean, like it's casual, you know. And I think we've already sort of like been there before in a sense. So I've also had this fear like losing touch. You know what I mean? Like everything always goes wrong. But like at the same time, like we've like kind of I don't know conquered that in a sense in a weird way. Despite the fact that we like even really weren't that open about it and we didn't even really talk about it, and we kind of like so we're putting that in the backbone. Like at the same time, like we still sort of figured it out.
I think I just know too much now. Like, I believe that friends can kiss. Like, kiss, but not I don't think I could do that again.
Next prompt is, there's something that I haven't said enough to my best friend lately that I want to say now. Make your split decisions in 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and turn around. All right, you want to start?
Yeah. Again, I mentioned that quality time is like my number one thing for like becoming close to people. But sometimes I can use that constant physical contact as like I'm not sure if it's like an excuse, but I don't verbally express like appreciation very often. I sort of use my presence as like an appreciation, you know. And you're great, and I love you, and spending all the moments that we do together is great, and I'm excited for tonight and to play on the same stage as you and every time going forward.
I know I tell you more.
That was actually really cute and romantic. My boy said, and I love you and I enjoy, being around you so much. Y'all should just date, bro. Just date, bro. Just date.
More when you're pissing me off than when you're not. But I really do love you so much, and I wouldn't be where I am today, like in my music and in my social life without you. So thank you, and I love you.
I don't think I tell you enough how proud I am of all the things you're doing, and just seeing you go for all the things that you are trying to go for, and also value yourself, like number one, like that's just so nice to see. And I guess I want to take notes, just like because of how great that all the things you're doing, and also I just don't have enough time with you ever, and I just need more time. So if you could give me more time.
Oh, I got you. Over the last 7 years, going to 8 years that I've known her, like hanging out with her is like an adventure every single day. So I just like I can't imagine what my
Bro, the stuff they're saying is so romantic. You guys need to write this down, put this in your playbook, so that you have things to say when you run out of things to say. But hopefully you never run out of things to say to the people you care about in your life, because having good people in your life is always a positive, and it's really nice to have that.
my life would be like without Kendall at all. Like there's just no like I picture it and I'm like I can't. It doesn't make sense. So thank you for just bringing out this person that I was and I never dared to be, and she really helped me get out of that. And I appreciate that a lot.
So one, I love you, obviously. Don't say it enough. Two, I'm so proud of you for who you are. Like it's the amount of things that you can get knocked down on and get back up and just like live life is amazing. Like it's literally something that it's the one thing that I see in you that I'm just like, I need to make sure that she doesn't lose that. And also thank you, because like I know I say thank you a lot, but like I need you to understand how like important you are to me, because I literally would not be here without you. I would be dead. So thank you.
The feeling is mutual. I also wouldn't be alive and here today if your friendship hasn't been with me for the last few years. I don't think you give yourself enough credit for how great of a person and great of a guy that you are. And I'm sorry that someone hurt you and made you feel like you can't express your feelings as well as you used to. But I am just grateful for your patience and your loyalty, and our friendship is always going to be so important to me. If there ever comes a time in the future where we have to stop being friends, like I just know that I'm just glad that it existed and that it was there and I was there with you. And also whoever ends up with him, they're gonna be the luckiest and most loved girl. And yeah, I just love you, and I'm just really happy to be your friend.
I'm really sorry. I don't know where I would be right now if I didn't.
Let's pause this. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually beautiful to see people care about each other this much and express it out loud. This shit is magical.
Meet you. I know my life was kind of hectic before our friendship, so you brought a lot of stability to that. I know I don't say enough how grateful I am for you, but I really am, because there's people that you meet in your life that kind of just put you in a whole different trajectory in life, and you're definitely one of those people that I don't know where I would be right now if you haven't given me the guidance and the friendship and the love and the care that you've had. So I love you, and I'm just really sorry for what happened.
I can't top that. NJ, I'm really glad you gave us another chance. After that time apart, I think I really realized how much of a rock you were to me in my personal life in terms of just my confidence and just feeling like loved and supported. I definitely felt like those were some of the values you bring into my life that was kind of missing, and I've learned so much from you, and I just feel so grateful that I have almost like it almost feels like a place like home.
Can you guys just like hug each other? Just everyone, come on, just like get in there. Get over here.
Buddy with the mustache, I'll fuck with him. He didn't even move off his spot. She ran up and hugged him. Buddy he's just literally living his best life to the maximum level and just flourishing in it. Like
You almost made me cry.
I almost cried.
Are you crying?
I was crying
Are
a
you
little bit.
crying?
I turned a little bit.
that was a W video, but you guys already know what to do. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe if you made it this far in the video. I appreciate you. If you have any recommendations, drop them in the Discord in the reaction section. Link to this video will be in the description. All my socials are in the description. Discord is in the description. You already know what time it is. I'm out. Be easy.